Do you wish you'd gone further, though? Do you wish the government had designated officially China as a threat? There was a big row about it. There was, people
well,
like
you know which side of the argument I was on that. I wanted it designated as a threat.
So your previous administration, the administration that you served in, could have gone further.
Look, of course,
and harder.
Of course that's true, and I don't argue that at all. But the defence that the Labour administration are putting up now is total rubbish. This isn't one of those things where, this isn't like declaring war or not declaring war. This isn't a designation like that. This is about a body of evidence. Now, don't take my word for it. Take it from the appeal court. The appeal court of England and Wales had a trial only 2 years ago, in 2023, where some Bulgarians were accused and eventually convicted of spying for Russia. Now, the appeal court judge there looked at the Official Secrets Act, which is an old law, it's from 1911, and looked at the reading of it, and it says assisting an enemy. Now, he looked at that and said, well, you haven't described Russia as an enemy, so can we do it? And that was the defence for the Bulgarians. Now, actually, the appeal court said, yes, you can. In reality, what the judge did was he lowered the bar. He said, you don't have to use the specific word, you have to demonstrate that they are a threat. Well, there is a pattern of evidence demonstrating that.
The Chief Prosecutor, Crown Prosecution Service, a body that Keir Starmer once headed up in a past life before he was Prime Minister, they seem to be suggesting that they had been spending almost a year asking the government to go further, which would imply that what the government currently has and the previous government had done wasn't quite enough. They wanted it in explicit terms, in writing, that China is an enemy. They didn't get that. They didn't get it from the Tories.
I'm going to pick you up on that, actually. I'm going to pick you up on that. What they were waiting for was for the witness to come forward for the court. Now, we had prepared, we had done all the work ready for that. Then the election came, as you know.
Yeah. So you guys lost. You guys came in.
So we couldn't put up the witness. There's nothing that I can do. I'm not a minister anymore. I can't put up the witness. All I can tell you is that the work was done. Simon Case confirms that the work was done. Everybody in authority or in influence at the time confirms that the work was done. It is a political decision now to say that a civil servant can't give that evidence. That is a political decision of today, not of yesterday.